Hello everyone! In this video, we'll deep dive on number formatting. Every time we work with Excel, we're dealing with numbers. Most of the time, we need just a handful of formatting options, depending on what we normally work on. In my case, I use comma style and percentage style the most. However, it is not unusual to deal with dates, phone numbers, and other special kind of numbers that need a specific formatting to be applied. Knowing how to properly manage these kind of numbers will save you quite some time and headaches. In the first part of this video, we'll see all the standard options Excel offers you, while in the second part, we'll see how to create your own custom formatting styles. So let's start with the standard formatting options. Let's use this Excel sheet as a support, where I wrote down a few numbers to be formatted. You can find the most common formatting styles up here under number. If you click here, you have general, number, currency, accounting, dates, time, percentage, fraction, scientific, and text if you want your number to be treated as a text string. I'll let you play with the options here and the currency options you have here. In this video, I want to show you some additional number formatting. You can access them by clicking on the little arrow here or with the shortcut Control 1. So let's click here, and as you see in the pop-up menu, we have the list of all possible formatting options on the left, with a preview under Simple of the number on the right here, and the details you can customize for each formatting options below the preview down here. For general, there is nothing to be selected. And pay attention to the sample here because it's going to be extremely useful to understand what each formatting style does. So let's see these categories one by one. In number, we can customize how many decimals we want to use, if we want to use a thousand separator or not, and how we want to show negative numbers, as sometimes you may want to show them red without the need to apply a conditional formatting rule to the cell. Currency and accounting are very similar. They're both used for money and you can customize the currency. Next, we have date and time and all the possible ways you can show them. For time, as you can see, and for date. Note that the options you have on display here will change based on the location you select down here. Percentage, fraction, and scientific are relatively straightforward. If you've never heard about scientific notation, you can check it in the link I'm sharing with this video. Text, as we said, treats the number as a text string. Just remember to enter the cell with F2 and press Enter if you want the change to be applied to an existing number. And let's go to Special, where we have some interesting formatting styles. First, we have zip code. This is useful in case you have some zip codes starting with 0. As zip codes have 5 digits, Excel will understand that the zeros on the left are meaningful and will keep them. Then you have zip code +4, phone number, and social security number. As you can see, if you click them, Excel applies the special formatting we're used to see for those numbers. Once again, you can choose the location, and Excel will display the local available options. And these are Excel standard number formatting options. It's now time to see how to create custom formatting styles. And let's click on the last category here, Custom. Here is where you can get creative. If you've never defined a custom style before, you could feel a little bit lost the first time you see this video, as there are multiple features you can customize and you can basically create almost any formatting style you want. Take your time to familiarize with this section, experiment, change one piece at a time until you're comfortable with it. On the right hand side, we have some starting options that correspond to the options you have in the other categories we've previously seen. Here's how to read them. You can use the sample up here to help you understand. The 0 tells Excel to display a number or 0 if empty. The dot indicates how many decimals to have, and the hash tells Excel to display a number or nothing, and here is used to specify the thousand separator. Let's see a practical example to get a better understanding of this. Let's press ESC. We exit the Format Cells window for a second. Let's select 10, Control 1. We open that again. We go back to Custom. And here, instead of General, let's type 0000. And as you see, Excel displays 0010. Because with the first two zeros, we're forcing Excel to display something, even if our number just has 2 digits. If we type instead hash, 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 we just have 10, because with the first two hashes, Excel will display nothing, because there's nothing to be shown. So after this quick introduction on the symbols you'll see down here, how to pick one, how to customize your formatting. Well, my recommendation is to select the formatting which is closest to your needs and modify it in the type bar here, like we're doing right now. So let's press ESC again, and let's go back to our first number, Control 1. We're back here, and let's say we want to customize the thousand separator. So we select this one with a thousand separator alone, or this one with a thousand separator and 2 decimals, and let's edit it. For example, let's say that we want to use the space as thousand separator. All we have to do is going up here, deleting the comma and pressing the spacebar to use the space as a thousand separator, as you see up here. This formatting will apply only to the cells selected. It will not affect the standard thousand separator you use in Excel. Note that here you can type almost anything you want. Another symbol like greater than, a letter like Q, or whatever you choose. Well, let's stick to the space. Let's click on OK, and we change the thousand separator in our number. Let's move to the third number. Press Control 1 again and go to Custom. Here you see 2 entries separated by a semicolon. The first entry is used to format positive values, while the second entry is used to format the negative ones. In the first example, the negative number just adds parentheses before and after that to show that the number is negative. In the second example, it also formats that in red. And by the way, you do not see colors in the sample here. Let's say that we want the negative numbers to be green, not red, and not within brackets, but with a minus in front of it. We can start from this example, which is close enough. So we want it green, so we delete red and we write green. We do not want the parentheses, so we remove them and we type minus in front of the number, and here we have it. We click on OK, and as you can see, the number is now green and with a minus in front of it. Note that you could also add colors to positive numbers, not just to the negative ones. Let's go back to custom formatting with Control 1, and as you can see, your custom formatting styles are added at the bottom of the list. There are plenty of additional rules and options here. If you're curious, in the video links you can find the detailed guidelines by Microsoft on number formatting. Among all additional possible styles you can create, let me just show you how to customize dates. So let's press ESC once again, select this one, Control 1, and see the options. As you can see, I type my date in the for month, day, and year. Let's say that we also want to display the day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, or whatever this date is, but we want it in a short form. So here we have the whole Wednesday, March 14, 2012. This is way too long for us. We want it in a more compact form. We scroll down, but we see there's nothing close to what we need. So we need to rely once again on a custom format. So let's click here, and here we see our formatting options for the date, where D stands for day, M stands for month, and Y for year, as the initials suggest. You see that the letters are repeated multiple times. What does that mean? Let's start with D and N for day and month. You can use one letter to display the day or month as a number without a leading zero. Let's see what I mean. So as you see, in this case, January is displayed as 1 without the 0 in front of it. We can use two letters to display the day or the month as a number with the leading 0 where appropriate. So for example, in this case, if we type M, January now becomes 01. And we can use three letters to display the day or month as an abbreviation. As we see here, adding another M, we have Jan. Then we can use four letters to display the day or month as a full name. As you see, once again, by adding another M, we have January, the full month name. Or if we go here, D, another D, we have Friday. Well, let's stick to D. And finally, with months only, if you use 5 M's, you will just display the month initial. So let's add another M and we have just J. But we don't really want to display January as a J, and let's stick to 01. We like that. With year, you can use two Y's to display the year as a 2-digit number 22, or 4 Y's to display it as 4-digit numbers, so 2022. In our case, we want to add the day of the week. So all we have to do, we go at the beginning and we type D space, and as you see, we have Fri, which stands for Friday, short version of the day of the week in front of the date. We could also replace the slash with a dash like this, but we don't really want to do that. We like the slash, so we keep it and we press enter. As you see, we changed our date formatting in a way that was not previously available in the standard formatting options. So you saw there are plenty of ways to format your numbers in Excel. Sky's the limit. The syntax is not easy, but with a little bit of practice and a little bit of experimenting, you'll be able to create some amazing formatting styles. And this is it. I hope that you learned something useful. Feel free to leave a message in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want to stay up to date with the newest releases. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.